Australia, we like to have our Vegemite crumpets. So, I'll go over this stuff before. I'll start a timer on my phone just to sort of personally know how long it's going, and I'll share that with you guys. But first, before we go through, I'll just quickly go through the spec because I know some people ask. I'm using Chakrama's Shuriken Cloud. This is mostly to break down doors and debris, so you don't have to stop moving, but it does one-shot most trash mobs. Strafe for Drifting Shadow, which is 100% move speed. The fastest probably speedrunning skill in the game, I think. Probably even better than Whirlwind because it has range, I would say. Vault with Tumble, which is pretty much a no-brainer for anyone who's played a Demon Hunter. Preparation Focused Mind gives you discipline over time, which is very good for this style of sort of running. Assassin's Knives, Fan of Knives, to clear out elite packs in one shot and rares and things like that, and also just to give you a bit better AoE. When you run out of Hatred, you can use it as well. Bat Companion, which helps us sustain Strafe, and we can pop it whenever we're running out of Hatred to keep going. Tactical Advantage, using with Vaults, gives us a lot of move speed. Hot Pursuit, we're pretty much always hitting enemies, so we get to keep getting 20% move speed buff. And I was using Night Stalker earlier for Discipline, but I think Blood Vengeance might actually be a little bit more useful, because it holds both of those things, so we'll see how that goes. Push this down just a little bit, there we go. Let me know how the music is, by the way, guys. I was watching The Voice UK and I was thinking this girl really sings out of tune before I realised it's Ziggy's stream music. Nice, man, nice. Alrighty guys, let's start up the timer. Bring my timer up. I don't have an on-screen timing application or anything, so I'll just have to show you guys the timer when I start it. I'll stop the timer when we stop for various things, and you know, I'll probably stop the chat to you guys sometimes. I don't really mind. This is not like an official record setting thing or anything. But there we go, there goes the timer. Let's do this. So this is pretty fun. I did a run of this today, and just sort of being like super go fast mode just feels right in an action RPG. Music's good volume, thank you Death Squirrel. And Clue Socks, how you going? So I found Izukob, you guys watching earlier today. I didn't have that earlier, I found that in the 10-minute run earlier. So I actually kind of found an upgrade, which was pretty damn cool. So it gives extra discipline, which helps with Vault a bit. But it is faster attack speed though than the Manticore, so it might mean I might have some Hatred issues in this run. But hopefully it's not too much of a problem. The biggest thing is like not screwing up on the quests and managing your resource as well. So I'll pop my preparation now, get that going. It's like little tiny efficiency things are always good, but mostly it's like not screwing up your quest orders and not forgetting things like getting the Leoric's crown and stuff like that. Accidentally clicking on mobs and casting stuff like that is also pretty annoying. I do try and grab the side quests as I go, like if they're kind of on the route. Things like these mothers is like nice bonus extra XP, and it's not too difficult to do at all. Should be able to grab the third one just up here. Yeah, here she is. This, for those of you guys who haven't heard it yet, the Reaper of Souls soundtrack is pretty epic. You guys will hear it tonight. And there she goes. Down she goes. Let's go back to town. G'day, Clue Socks. I don't know if I said hello to you already. I probably did. But how are you going today? It is, it's from the expansion pack, man. I got the collector's edition. You can probably see it behind my head there. I got it from the Reaper of Souls launch party. I got it nice and early. So I've installed that on my computer. I ripped that onto my computer and I'm listening to it now. Pretty awesome, pretty epic. It is available for download online as well, I think, if you don't get the collector's edition. Come on, Leia, do your thing. So you can see a pretty good amount of XPs from these quests. 800k XP from just that sort of real quick quest there is not nothing. It's a pretty significant amount, especially with the 100% XP bonus we have at the moment. You'll see my XP go up. I think we'll probably get quite a few levels, a few Paragon levels in this run, and hopefully also plenty of legendaries. Yeah, speedrunning normal difficulty, Matt. It's all about the speed. Fortune Shrine, sure, why not? No, that's not a good choice. That's not a good choice. This way. This will be far more likely to be correct. Yeah, thanks, Darian, for sharing. I'll interact. I'm more focused on interacting with the chat than getting like a record-setting time or something. But I'm gonna go as fast as I can just for my own purposes. just for like my own, because I find that enjoyable. But so you guys feel free to ask any questions. That was a bit of a screw up. That's okay. These are the things you kind of want to learn. So generally, heading back up that way is not going to get you to the destination. I am noticing I am a bit more lacking in discipline now that I've switched out to from Night Stalker. So maybe Night Stalker might be a better choice. I'll play around with it a bit more and see how it feels. Goblins are a bit of a slowdown, but it doesn't take too long to kill them. So as long as you're standing on top of them, hitting them with Shuriken Cloud is the main way of killing them really quickly. If you Phantom Knives doesn't work because they have a cap every 25% life. That stops them from dying instantly. So you can't one-shot goblins ever, no matter how much damage you do, because they have a hard life points that you can't skip. So you want fast attacks. So standing on top of them with Shuriken Cloud and using Strafe is the best way to kill them. Music is a little bit overpowering your voices sometimes. Yeah, it kind of goes up and down a bit. But, yeah, not too much I can do about that one. It's pretty epic, so I don't mind too much. Should go for an Australian first. Australian first, I like it. I would probably get that too. I don't know how many Australians will be competing. But, yeah, I might sort of speedrun Act 5. Like, I've already done Act 5 twice. And, the only thing I haven't done is the final boss battle, so if I speedrun that on normal, could be pretty cool. Sort of just getting there nice and early. So just stay on top of her, obviously. Good chance to refresh your Shuriken Cloud on that. I'll open chests that are like directly on my path, but for the most part I'll skip things. Oh, see that's a screw up there. I've got to remember you're going to have to talk to him. Try and remember the quests as we do them. I think I want to turn up the game sounds a little bit. Not that high. You know, we lose a few seconds, whatever. I'd rather have a little bit louder game sounds, I think. Yeah, you get really good XP for running the campaign now. It's quite cool. I wasn't using my preparation when I should have been using it. I hate it when you accidentally click on a rock and you recast your chakram. That's the only bad thing about having a left click. But otherwise it's the best spot for it. G'day, X-Mantlex. How you going, my friend? Oh, Fleeting Shrine, that's what we want. Good Fleeting Shrine RNG, please. These guys will go down nice and quickly. Any legendaries? I will go back for legendaries. I'm not that inhuman. And I am trying to kill, like, elites as we go as well. Since we're doing this more for fun than for record setting, so I don't mind taking the time to kill some elites. And do really quick side quests. The Jar of Souls is not a quick side quest. Although you can actually activate it and just run away. I probably should have done that. I forgot about that. Alright, this is not the one we need to be in. This is not the droid you're looking for. Watched your video about Ross. What are you thinking about leveling first? I think I'm going to do a hardcore Demon Hunter first. So we'll do that, and then maybe, I don't know what after that. Maybe a Barb. I haven't done a Barb in hardcore. If the Demon Hunter dies. But initially I'm thinking of a Demon Hunter in hardcore. I think that'll be fun. I haven't done one of those for a long time, and not many people play Demon Hunter really, so people might get a kick out of seeing that. Thank you, Joe Avatar. I feel like I get a pretty high number of viewers. Like I'm very satisfied with the amount of people that come through. You know, we range between what, like a couple hundred to 500, sometimes 1,000 on good days, and you know, a few peak streams here and there. But I do have a featured spot for Reaper of Souls launch day on the Twitch front page, so that'll certainly attract a few more people in. Mostly I'm concerned with the quality of the, oops, I forgot about time portaling. Mostly I'm concerned about the quality of, you know, the community we have here, so that's the main thing I want to maintain. I will be playing softcore to like go through the things, and I will be playing a bit of softcore each day, but I also want to play like at least a couple hours of hardcore each day. Now's a good chance to like salvage stuff. Oh, too many escapes. Oh, that's a bit of a fail. Yeah, and you know, the US slots usually quite a few more people, but I love doing these EU streams for you guys as well. Yeah, hardcore is much more interesting in PoE, I think, but D3 is still quite fun, especially now with the addition of adventure mode, makes it much more entertaining. But yeah, it is more of a gear check, and the fact that you have the difficulty setting means that you can breeze through the leveling progress without, as long as you don't make any crucial errors, you'll be fine. Like you won't get killed. Playing on normal difficulty through the entire campaign, pretty breezy, really. But I like to challenge myself, so I keep the difficulty up to what I feel is a pretty good level. You know, we make it fun, that's the main thing. You don't actually need to kill those guys at all. You can just keep running through and he frees himself, it's pretty funny. And this one you don't need to stand around here either, you can just go straight away. Now, it's pretty RNG as to whether it's left or right, and yeah, and it was left. I feel like it's usually right more often, but not this time. Should go this way. I'll grab the pool of reflection. Pop the spikes for me, man. Now we have to wait for him. Not much we can do just here. You feel like the music would complement hardcore pretty well? Oh yeah. It's pretty epic, man. There's some like really good moments in it. I had a good time listening to it today. Come on, man, go pop the spikes. This is like the longest wait in the entire game, I swear. Now, the only thing that's worse is waiting for the old Mystic to leave the spider caverns, man. She's such a slow walker. You guys will see. She's the worst. So you can probably see why we run Chakram through getting through all these barricades and things like that. You'll notice it more in other zones than this one. It's just a lot faster. It also just kills stuff when you run past them in bulk and things like that as well. I'm not gonna be able to. Oh, bit of rubber banding. I think this is a dead end. Yeah, this is not good. This music is so sick. It sure is, man. You were here for today's earliest stream, Mr. Opossum. So he knows, he knows. Oh man, come on. Oh, I forgot about my birdie. What an idiot. I'm well and truly walled in here. I'll tell you what, a bottomless potion of Kool-Aid would be very nice for this. For doing speedruns like this. Not being stuck in wall of walls. It doesn't happen all that often, but it would be very nice. And it doesn't detract, like you don't lose anything by running it compared to a normal potion. Yeah, we're like this epic Nephilim Valor hero, but we can't knock down a palisade barricade. It's pretty, yeah, it is black magic, that's true. But, you know, the Templar, like, poking it with his spear is all that requires to dispel that black magic. This is another thing you don't need to do just here. You can just completely skip that. There's quite a few things in the game like that you can just completely skip. There's also a little Easter egg we ran past just there. There's a little golden chest. There's like a respondent chest down in one of these areas that you can't get. Just Blizzard trolling us. Hey Sarah Show, how you going? Yes, very good. How come you always crit? It seems like I always crit. I do have very high crit chance, 50%-ish. But because I have, what is it? Because I only have crit turned on, like crit notifiers turned on, and not normal damage notifiers turned on, you only see the crits, so it seems like I'm always critting. I have the normal damage numbers turned off. Yeah, that's it. Sarah Show knows it. Seri, how do I pronounce your name, man? Sergiot? Sarah Cho is not correct at all. It's not even close. Any legendaries for us? No. Okay. I did want to double check for that. As I said, I'm not inhuman. This is the time where I wish I'm a barbarian. Leap slamming down things like that is epic. But we sacrificed that to be the demon hunter, which is beastly. It's impossible. Okay, I'll call you sir then. Sir it is. Just whatever you're comfortable with. Not bad, eh? It's one of those text names that you never intended to be said out loud. maybe.
Not enough discipline.
Search for the Khazra Den. Oh shit, I forgot this was a search one. Kind of. I don't think I would have missed it there, so it should be okay. Here it is. Perfect! That was a perfect run through that zone. GG. Lovely. Thank you. How'd it go with the naked barb last night? Pretty well. Like I was pretty happy with Loot 2.0 in terms of gearing up. We're finding upgrades very, very quickly. Oh, RNG'd out on this thing too. Finding upgrades very quickly, and also, you know, I felt like pretty much with nothing but some like random vendor gear or stuff you find on the ground, you can progress in Loot 2.0, which is kind of pretty cool. Yeah, that was a fast run through that zone too. Sometimes it takes me forever too. There's a few spots that can spawn though, and once you kind of know those, that helps a lot. So what I do is I run up here, and then just go back to town and talk to him, and then just use my TP to get back here. Sometimes I forget I did the TP though, then that's a bit of a bad idea. Leah. So it tells you to go through the waypoint. That can trick you. You want to go back through your TP. Scoundrel, gimme. Remember that big cliff thing you can leap down? That was epic, yeah. Oh man, I forgot the Scoundrel, you have to talk to him twice. I was waiting for him to open the gate. Yeah, oh man, Barb Leap Slam, #1 mobility skill, I'll tell you what. This is like, Volt is the fastest, especially when combined with attack advantage, but Leap is like the best movement skill in the game for sure. Oops. RIP. This quest, I always wish that we encountered the thieves again later, but it doesn't happen. Ooh-ah! Except she doesn't say ooh-ah in this, only when she summons the Call of the Ancients. Do I always stream twice in a day? I have been a lot often, but not all days, no. It takes its toll on my body, that's for sure, streaming twice each day. Dashing Strike, you have to, hold on, oops. Do you have to target with Dashing Strike though? I thought you had to target an enemy for it to work. Oh, that was a bit of a fail. Oh, I don't have to wait there. Because last time I played Monk, you had to teleport to a monster or an object, and that was pretty awkward. Not anymore. Oh man, okay, I see. That must be pretty epic then. Actually, that might be better than Volt now if they changed it like that. Oh, that's a good change, guys. GG monks. That was like the thing I was most frustrated about a monk, having like no movement skill, essentially. No legendaries so far. Yeah, that's definitely a big improvement for Monk. Huge. I didn't even know that. I think I remember reading that actually, but I guess I never took it in. Oh, the music! So very epic. Now, you can actually teleport back from this point. It's faster to go to the waypoint than to run back. So we just go... Demon Hunters should get pistols. They practically do. These little things are practically pistols. I wouldn't mind, I'll tell you what would really complete this build, this spec, is getting the crossbow that gives you Drifting Shadow rune on Strafe, because then I could run a second rune. I'd probably run like Ember Strafe or something. Maybe the second expansion pack, guys, will have Demon Hunter machine guns. Most disappointing ambush ever right here. How lame is it? That's it. Prepare to die. Oh, so terrifying. At least 5 guys came up. Oops.
Will share my fate. Could my mother be alive after all these years? She's trying to distract you.
Yeah, so dashing strike's pretty GG now. Nice. Yeah, so Demon Hunter doesn't have the area skips,
She's toying with
but overall I think it's faster.
right away.
They should make a class called Engineer with bazookas. The Demon Hunter kind of is an engineer with like turrets and everything. Are you going to play Reaper of Souls? No more Poe? I'll be doing some Path of Exile YouTube content, but around the release of Reaper of Souls, I'll be mostly focusing on it, yeah, so there won't be too many PoE streams, at least for the next week or so, man. But it's not like I'm ever going to quit Path of Exile. I'll be playing that game for like the next decade, easily. Can't stay away from it. But I also can't not hammer out some serious Reaper of Souls action around its launch. It would be a crime for me to not. Yes, Fire Donuts would also complete this build. Man, I wasted my Fan of Knives then. I really should have saved it for this. I've also lost my Chakram, that's pretty bad all around. Alright, that was pretty terrible. No time for talking, Magda. You talk enough as it is. I should give Monk a Kamehameha. He kind of does this little double fist charge up thing in one of his combos, I noticed. Release hype is real, not to be messed around with. That's it, man, that's it. I'll definitely be going back to PoE there, man, don't you worry. I'm pretty excited by a lot of things in that, and I have so many more things I want to do with it. Eventually I'll settle into a bit of a groove where I'm playing both games a couple days a week. So kind of switching between the two. Yeah, a little spider. He's dodging all my attacks because of the other little spiders around. Now it should be out this way. 9 out of 10 dentists prefer this way. G'day Daigle the Swede, how you going, my friend? I'm going very well, man. I've had a great couple days in Sydney visiting Blizzard HQ. And doing the Reaper of Souls launch party there, interviewing a developer, and also today playing some Diablo 3. I'm not exactly going to stick around for this chest, as cool as that is. Oh, that was a bit of a fail. I think you can do Torment with like 100k damage, 500k toughness. I think. Maybe not very Torment. Yeah, I reckon you could probably do it at that. Maybe a bit high toughness. It's not very hard to get toughness than that. Depends on the character you play though. Usually Demon Hunter stats need to be a bit higher for each Torment tier than other classes. Rip Demon Hunter. Oh, music's getting epic! And now, time for the worst waiting of the entire game, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you please leave this horrible place?
Walk faster! Walk faster! Why do we have to wait for you to activate a door? Walk faster! Isn't she just the worst? I may over-exaggerate a little bit, but it's pretty bad. 60, 80k damage? Yeah, okay, maybe 100k is a bit high. Find the Khazra staff. Bang. Man, in my previous run I found like 3 legendaries by this point. What's going on? Getting scammed. I'll be over this side. She is the worst, yes. There we go. Hold on, did I not pay? Do you actually need to kill that guy? I didn't check that, I should check that. It's a nice thing to know, you might not need to stick around and kill him at all. I feel like you need to, but you might not need to. Which clearly is the worst part of the game. Yes. But when that's the worst part of the game, you know you're doing okay. Honestly, I dislike Act 2 the most out of the entire thing, but I don't know, I've always hated Desert Acts. I feel like I'm a bit biased. I hated the Desert Act in Diablo 2 as well. Yeah, isn't she desperate to leave the spider's nest, and then she just like has a leisurely stroll out of the cave? I suppose we just killed it. She just watched us kill the spider, so she's probably okay. The epic music, yeah, the epic music makes like so many mundane moments in this epic. Another good spot for Leap Slam right there. How good's the view by there as well? I like to stop there and check out the view sometimes. I'm in speedruns there. She wouldn't have survived the Castrol Lands. That's why she didn't end up becoming the Mystic, guys. She was originally supposed to be the Mystic. Now she's just like some random. Whoops, not that way. Let's kill these guys. Need some legendaries. I don't know what the song's called. It's all listed on the. It's track. Which track is it? It's one of the tracks on the Diablo III Reaper of Souls album. Pretty awesome though, isn't it, man? I'm not sure which one it is. Track 8. Oh yeah, it's my favourite one. That's right. I used it for the intro. Yeah, it's track 8 on the Reaper of Souls Collector's soundtrack. I think the track list is on the website as well. If you want to check it out. I feel in legendaries. Fortune Trident will come through for us. Do we get anything good from our Paragon? Max Nature, that's pretty good. Yeah, a lot of people have said that like chests and like scenery drops have improved a lot. Which, they're still not more efficient than just spending that time killing monsters, but the fact they've been improved is nice. The reason they were nerfed initially, because they used to drop heaps as well, the reason they were nerfed initially was just to combat botters, but since there's no trading now, botting isn't an issue. So they're not worried about that now, so they buffed them back up, which is pretty nice. I was always a bit sad that the scenery stopped dropping stuff. Alright, let's see how we go in terms of RNG on this zone. One time I had 4 in that first little area there. That is a good day. There's one. There's another one right here. This is pretty good. I got really scammed on the last one. It was like really difficult to get to each of them. Anything in the middle. There's one. Oh good, I'm glad I went this way. Found a legendary from a corpse. Nice. You can trade rare items that haven't been modified by the Mystic yet. You can trade those. And you can trade legendaries that drop within your party to people within your party at that time. So you can trade them with whoever was in your party for up to 2 hours. I'll grab the Pool of Reflection. Yeah, you can trade within your group, basically. I wish there was in-clan trading too. I think that would be really nice. Really nice addition. Sadly, no in-clan trading. Oh, don't tell me it's... Oops. Don't tell me it's up... Oh, here it is. Luckily. I was like, don't tell me it's up top. That'd have been the worst. What do you think is better for leveling and late game for your EK build? What do you mean, Nimbus? Out of what? EK is really good for leveling. It's not like Searing 1 good, but it's pretty good. Yeah, anything crafted is bind on account, anything altered by the Mystic is bind on account, gold is bind on account. So you can trade rares. I don't even like know why they let this arbitrary distinction of being able to trade rares happen. Well, like, I don't understand that. If they're not gonna like let you trade anything useful. Crap, that's not good. Hopefully it's left down here. I think not though. Damn, waypoint. We might be redeemed. No, we're not. Alright, now I keep in the community screen instead of my map. I need to change that. Spinning derp skill. The strafe has always had its moments, but it was never as efficient as some of the other better specs. But when it comes to speedrunning, man, strafe is like the #1 skill in the game, I think. I think it's better than whirlwind even. So I think it is pretty damn good. I recorded a video earlier today about this build and like this style of farming, so I'll put that up on YouTube later if you guys want to check it out. But pretty much everything's about the go fast, guys. That's pretty much it. What class? Scion or Shadow? Shadow. Sorry, the EK Shadow, yeah. Shadow is better overall. Scion's maybe a little bit easier to level. It's not a too big a difference though. Overall the build is a bit harder to level than what it was in terms of the health progression, but leveling with EK is really good. Let's do this. Let's see how long we did. We did Act 1 in 30 minutes, guys. Exactly 30 minutes. 30 minutes and like 30 seconds. I'm running this speedrun solo for now, guys. But we'll be doing plenty of partying up things in the future, guys. Especially in Ripper of Souls, don't worry. But doing this speedrun solo for now. Since I've already started solo and everything. Yeah, I will be making a YouTube video. Oops. About this build and sort of speed running, just like why I was speedrunning and thoughts on it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to play like this. It's really fun. No worries, Nimbus. No worries, Nimbus. My pleasure, man. Oh, the music's so epic. Yeah, I had a few people ask about it today. I actually didn't think anyone would be interested, but a few people asked today, and I was like, oh, I suppose some people might find this interesting. Yeah, 100% experience, guys. Now it's time to play. Oops, almost didn't go left. You always want to go this way, through the shortcut. Yeah, no, this is not for higher levels of difficulty. This is for normal difficulty. The idea is to speedrun as fast as possible. The XP and all that stuff you lose from running a higher difficulty is gained up in just the pure speed at which you clear quests and mobs as well. The pure amount of kills you get. So it's pretty comparable in terms of legendary drops. In XP, a little bit lower than some of like what people are doing in the moment in Torment, farming like little tiny zones over and over again. It's a hell of a lot more fun though than farming zones over and over again like that. I've got Drifting Shadow, I think it's called, on Strength. The one that gives you move speed basically. Puts your move speed back up to 100%. Look, more hidden footprints. Ugh, spamming Chakram accidentally. Oh, there's first legendary of the run. I can't believe we didn't get one in Act 1. It looked like Tyrael's Mine, I think, maybe? And is this game worth picking up? Definitely, man. It's definitely worth at least one playthrough. You'll get your money's worth out of it for sure. But you know, I've put hundreds of hours into it now, as have many other people. Whatever complaints people have about it, a lot of people will be like, I played Diablo 3 for like 1,000 hours and then I got bored of it. Totally not worth it. You can obviously see the kind of the issue there that I have with those sorts of statements that happen pretty often. Let's kill the goblins. I can't withstand the temptation, the allure of the gob. Okay, so someone asked about yeah, and D3 is pretty cheap at the moment too. That's another good point. Someone asked about, am I doing it for XP or something like that, was it? I missed the question, I can't quite catch it at the moment. Yeah, we'll check out the legendary when there's a wait moment. There's these waiting moments throughout the game where you can't do anything, and that's when I do legendaries. I don't think there's one for a little while, but we'll get one soon. Basically, I did this initially just because I thought I had to do the quests and I wanted to do them as quickly as possible. Then I discovered it was a lot of fun and actually kind of like similar efficiency to some of the more really boring methods of farming I was doing. Come on. There we go. So having it be like a much more fun way of farming and getting a similar level of efficiency. You get about probably the same amount of legendary drops, but a bit less experience than just like farming like a zone over and over again. But it's a lot more fun, I think. I don't know where you can find like a copy of the Reaper of Souls soundtrack to listen to, like legally. You can download it off the official website though. I'm just gonna head down diagonally. But otherwise, I think there'll be some tracks of it on YouTube. I got it with the collector's edition. Collector's edition's up behind me, as you can see. But yeah, most people who don't have the collector's edition now won't have like the hard copy. And I don't know if all the tracks are online. I feel like there might be extras on the hard copy. Man, I've done pretty well on the secondary quest here. All the cages have been together. Sick. Oh man, I whiffed that. I whiffed the Fan of Knives though. Grab that quest before I go. Bit of extra XP. Yeah, you might be able to find it on YouTube, I think. Magda kill will be nice and fast. Just now that they've changed the Magda fight, so she doesn't get stuck on certain points of health, it's pretty awesome. It's much fun, much less tedious than it was. You see, like stacking up the Fan of Knives, the Chakram, and all that sort of stuff together at the same time does a lot of damage to bosses like that. I don't know. Oh, the next waypoint is when Leia has to open one of the doors. Or I think when this woman opens up the door, actually, I can identify my legendary now. Legendary hype, guys. Get ready for it. Let's do this. Gold skin. Oh, it's gold skin. Nah. I probably should have talked to her first. Oh no, that's fine. That was right. That was the right spot to do it. Ambush! It's a trap! I'm speedrunning the game, man. It gives about a pretty good amount of legendaries, comparable to most of the other farming methods at the moment in the game. A bit less XP, but it's a lot more fun than just like farming like one little zone over and over again. I gave it a crack earlier today and discovered it was pretty fun. And I'm kind of a fan of speedrunning, so having a good time. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I recommend giving it a go. Try and just like make the fastest spec you can. This is what I'm rocking. I think Demon Hunter's probably best for it, but I think it sounds like Monk might be pretty competitive now. I don't know which class is the fastest, but I feel like Demon Hunter will be up there. And yeah, you do end up getting a lot of XP and legendaries. I got 5 legendaries on my first run through, and it took about 2 hours. And I also got 3 legendaries in 10 minutes earlier, before this stream. And I actually got it on video, so I'll show you guys that later on YouTube. But I've only got 1 legendary so far, but it's only been 40 minutes, so not too bad. 1 legendary in 40 minutes isn't too bad. No, I only play on the Australian servers. Oh, sorry, the US servers through the Australian gateway, but the gateway doesn't matter. This guy's another slow walker too. It's not as bad though. I'll stream for the rest of this speedrun, and then we'll see how I'm feeling after that. So the speedrun should be about 2 and a bit hours. We'll see how fast I can do it, guys. We'll check the time again once I complete this act. Please be this way. Yes. GG. It frustrates me that that waypoint doesn't line up. Alright, let's see how I go on the Forgotten Ruins. This is a bit of a nasty one. Oops, that was a bit foul. Pool of reflection at least. You get so many pools of reflection doing this too, because of how fast you're moving. It's pretty ridiculous. You'll pretty much see my reflection bonus as always up the top there. Oh, I hope I haven't missed it. I don't want to go back. I do think the Lightning Arrow beginner's build is... I think you could do it, but I would try and go for like a stronger build in Invasion. It's more of like the build is aimed at being a beginner's first build, and Invasion is just like... You need, I feel like you really want like a really top-end build. Or like using the really kind of almost broken skills to do well in Invasion at the moment. So, I don't know, I don't think it would be that fun in Invasion. I'm sure it could work. Like it's a solid build all around. Damn. Where are you, Forgotten Ruins? Worst. This is gonna hammer my performance, guys. This zone, the bane of my existence. Me and Amy made homemade pork dumplings today, Evil Lime. Oh no. No. Hamburgers? Yeah, you can make hamburgers. Or how about chicken parmesanas? They're like crumb chicken coated with like a tomato sauce with cheese, and you can have like ham on it as well, ham and cheese. Demon Hunter is bad? Based on what? Demon Hunter certainly struggles in some, kind of in some gameplay aspects compared to other builds, compared to other classes. Like I say, in terms of like sustained farming, Demon Hunter's not so good. In terms of burst farming, Demon Hunter's quite good. And for speedrunning, Demon Hunter's quite good. Play Wizard if you want to dominate. Very insightful, my friend. Very insightful. I don't want to use Searing Bonds. I'm having a lot of success with EK. Look at this, guys. Oh, I had to run so far back. Worst thing of all time. Searing Bonds is fun, man. Don't discount it if you haven't tried it. But yeah, EK is very solid for leveling. I've had a good time leveling with it. And you can level almost any build as an EK build too. Oh no, pretty hatred starved actually. I know what needs to go on here. There we go. I might only try and kill elites if I have a good amount of hatred. I don't want to get hatred starved like that. Yeah, just skip the bosses. I suppose that's it, isn't it? I always get a little bit lost in this zone. It's kind of wacky, isn't it? This one. Oh, what? I got jailed or something. Worst. What kind of spaghetti? Someone said spaghetti? You could do, what about Thai? I don't know how many other people around the world eat Thai food. We eat a lot of Thai food here in Australia. I like a red curry coconut chicken. Pretty good. Very easy to make as well. You just make your own like spice base from scratch. Very tasty. Will make the girls gush over you. It's currently 11 PM here in Australia. Oh right, I gotta talk to Adria again. Oops. Oh no, please no. Interrupt Reno. Thank you, Templar. You're a bro. Have a good shop, Eveline. Wish you luck in your food hunts. This is another spot to identify legendaries if you want. I can, wait, ran out of time. Salvage. Salvage. Speed salvaging. You don't got the materials for Thai food? I thought you were going to the shops anyway. Shit, no. I got TP. I forgot. Pulling an all-nighter? No. I will sleep after I finish the speedrun, I think. But I thought you guys might enjoy joining me for a speedrun this evening. Listening to some Reaper of Souls soundtrack. I mean, I keep activating Shuriken. I need to use force move more. That's what needs to happen. Crapula shop. See you later, man. Have a good one. Yeah, Ambush looks like a lot of fun. I'm keen to try that. I'm having fun in Invasion though, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the tension. It's pretty stressful, which I kind of find enjoyable in its own way. Lots of tense, epic moments. Lots of scary near misses. Oh, big action set piece music here. Type in !profile YDK, but I don't know if this build will be updated on here yet. I'll make a YouTube video on what I'm doing at the moment soon. How do you gain Paragon levels at this point? Man, I'm an idiot. I got distracted. Rip to chat. Rip time to chat. Just by you can do quests like I'm doing now, plus killing monsters, or you can like farm high difficulty monsters. Music's hitting there. Yeah, music's hitting a crescendo right there. But you'll level, like I'm leveling pretty quick, man. You'd be surprised how fast I've leveled. I've already gained a level in this run, 40 minutes. Talk to Covers to Shen, yeah. I got wrecked by Covers to Shen just then. That was the worst. I missed the Covers to Shen chat. Worst. Oops, I accidentally pulled the chat over. There we go. Yeah, the music, guys, the music. Oh, shit, yeah. Goblin! want to make sure I don't miss one this time around in here. All these things go together into why I dislike Act 2 the most. Or I like Act 2 the least, I should say. Yeah, that music. How epic is it, guys? So good. That was a double vault's not so good. Another pool of reflection, as you can see. The reflection XP bonus staying right up the top there. Can't believe I haven't encountered one yet. It's going to be all the way back down, no doubt. Eviline's gone to the shops, I think, man. I hope I didn't miss one down there. If I did, I will cry. Cry manly tears. No. Please no. No, that's a trap. I hope I didn't miss one down there. What do you guys reckon? Chances I missed one down there? High to very high. Look at the density in there. Check this out. XP. Hey Jokers, how you going, man? How are we all doing? I'm doing fantastic, man. Had a really good few days in Sydney for the Reaper of Souls launch party, and also played some pretty sick Diablo today. Discovered the joys of speed running. It's pretty damn fun. That normal difficulty XP, man. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how much we end up getting just through the sheer speed of it all. I mean, if you're really insanely geared, hey, I didn't miss it. Awesome. If you're really insanely geared, you could run like slightly higher difficulty, but I think it's just the speed is the main thing in the end. Oops. I'll take the Enlightened Shrine. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might like Night Stalker better than the Hatred Blood Vengeance. I think the Discipline's a little bit more important. Like, being out of Discipline is not a good spot to be in. Being out of Hatred, you can kind of just like skip stuff, but being out of Discipline's a bit more brutal. I'm not picking enough globes up to fund my Discipline needs. So what I'll do is I'll quickly switch over now. Discipline, Night Stalker. Alright, let's give this a go. See how that feels in comparison. I crit a lot, so... Little Spectral Hound following me along. I just feel like there should be a boss fight, like a mini boss fight here, but instead just a couple skeletons appear. Oh! Run away! That was right next to the exit too, that's pretty good.
The northern tip of the desolate sands. I had to build all of this for my research.
Badass soundtrack, yeah man, it is, isn't it? It's pretty sick.
Beyond these portals.
Act 5 overall is really good. I think it's the best designed act. It's like more of a return to form as well. It's much darker and more gothic, much more true to Diablo 1 and 2. It feels pretty good compared to these acts. music's just one part of that in the end. Oh, that was a bit of a fail. Not that way. Ah!
Aspect of justice. There is no justice in murder.
Hey Zix, how you going, man? Welcome back. No, I almost went into the trap again. Gotta go this way. Alright, this one's staying a bit higher now, I like that. I like that a lot. I think Night Stalker is much better than Blood Vengeance. At least with this level of crit chance. If I had much lower crit chance, maybe not. You find this really weird? What, like speedrunning? The temptation of the goblins is real. Cannot resist.
Become Nephilim and ushered in a golden age. My heroic
There is no justice in murder. Oh, that. And yet he can kill Mathiel because Mathiel only wants to kill demons. I pre-ordered Rip of Souls from my local game store. Do you know if they plan on adding the wings in there? I have the collector's edition and I got the wings, yeah. So it seems to just happen automatically. I didn't pre-order at all, like I just got given the collector's edition. Like I just entered the game key to upgrade my account. So I'm pretty sure you'll get them if you get the collector's edition. Especially if you pre-ordered. Where? Oh man, it's down this way. Worst. Dude, you run like this in our hood, Nemesis Poe. You get one shot between your eyes by a boss off screen, mind you. Certainly wouldn't run like this in Invasion, that's for sure. Maybe if I'd make a softcore build that ran something like this though. But yeah, farming in PoE and D3 are very different things. Like, just like the smallest possible example is like, in D3 you don't open chests because it's inefficient. In PoE you open chests. Because they, you know, it's efficient and safe. You have to get the code in before a certain time though? That's funny. That seems weird. Perfect. Not too bad. Only a few little slips. I'll go this way. Nope. Mistakes were made. Since there is no pre-order code. Okay. So it's just a time thing to sort of say, you probably pre-ordered because you got it so quickly. I see. Well, if you get it, yeah, if you, as long as you put the code in, you'll be fine then, it seems. I was glad I got it in the end. I didn't think I would. Ugh, worst. Is it the yellow ones? Yeah, yep. I'm sad they didn't give us like some epic Malthael wings or something. Malthael wings, eh? It's, yeah, it's the ones I'm wearing now. You also get the little spectral hound that's following me along there. Bye-bye, Ripper of Souls and US Battle.net, and originally I own Diablo and EU. Will I be able to play on both sides? Ooh, I don't know that question, man, with enough certainty to say. Oh, you can, yeah, you should be fine, because I can play on EU, and you can play on US and stuff like that, so you should be fine, I imagine. You should be fine, yeah. Oops. Fail teleport. Open my inventory and drop a banner instead of teleporting. How do I do stuff? Poor Demon Hunter. Let's do this. Let's see if I can do this quest without failing. Last time I did this quest, I failed pretty hard. Alright, we need to make sure we get all these guys this time around. It did not happen last time. I missed like this like woman here or something didn't follow me. Come on, all you guys follow me. I'm gonna make sure this time. What? Why aren't you guys following me? What the hell? You serious? You guys saw me activate those. And what the hell are you doing up here? Oh man, I'm getting trolled by this quest hardcore. Oh, what? What is this? You think this is a game? Go drunk. I have about 7.8 hatred regen, I think. Okay, please tell me that was all of them. No, what are you doing up there? Are you kidding me? Oh, how did I miss that? What are you doing? Get back! Oh, this quest is like trolling me. What are you doing? Okay, he's gonna stay over there, fine. Chests do not have the best drop rates out of everything in D3 right now. Their drop rates were improved, but it's not the best drop rates. That's confirmation. That's kind of like a form of confirmation bias. It's what is it? It's when you you know, you get some legendaries from a chest, so you feel like, you know, I should open all chests because they give the best legendaries. They give the best amount of legendaries. When in reality, the time spent opening like chests that are like far away from your character would give you a net better result if you spent that time killing more monsters instead. In terms of just raw efficiency, in the end you should just play whatever you find to be the most fun. The chests won't drop. The time spent opening chests will not drop you more legendaries overall than spending that time instead killing things.
It is up to you now. Hurry! I must stay here and tend to you.
I almost one-shot him. I think opening chests on your path though is probably worth it now because it doesn't really add too much time. So that changed. I used to say chests weren't worth opening at all, no matter what. But I think now it's actually probably worth opening very close ones. But I wouldn't run out of my way to get them. You don't want to engage a discussion? Man, why wouldn't you want to engage a discussion? Discussions are awesome. That's exactly the sort of thing you want to discuss about. Alright, we don't have to go back. Discussions are good, man. Discussions are good. Oops. So, oh, why do you take so long to talk to the second time? He has to do his whole little spiel. Oh, 1 hour total into Act 3. Wow, I did that one in... I did the first act in 40 minutes and did the second act only in 20 minutes, guys. That's pretty insane. Did I really do that in 20 minutes? Holy shit. That's really fast. Yeah, the golden wings are pretty good. I feel like they look better on a monk though than on the demon hunter. Maybe that might look a bit better once we get the transmogs. There's no fire up there, I don't think. I love discussing you're wrong and I'm right. You did both in 30 minutes? I thought I did the first one in 40 minutes. Did I do it in 30, did I? Well, both in 30 is pretty good. We have good discussions in here, rather than just trolling each other, calling each other idiots because we disagree with each other. We don't do that. Need a speedrun timer, Ziggy? Yeah, I don't know what to run locally, so you guys can see it. I'm just using my phone at the moment. Do you have any videos of the transmogs? I showed it off in a Mystic video. But, oh, you mean the new transmogs? No, there's no videos of those because the Mystic isn't in the game at the moment, so we can't show them. They're just little plans at the moment that you use on the Mystic. Oops. So yeah, we can't show those off until Ripper of Souls. I'm assuming you mean the new ones. Yeah, I could probably use, I have a Legacy Nat set as well I could use, but I want to do this without like ridiculous gear that people can't obtain. The gear I'm using now is nothing special. I think limitations make things more fun. I like that I kind of have to focus on managing my resources or I do poorly. %, of legendaries out of chests and destructibles. Though in that instance I would counter by saying that doing that run you're opening much more chests in like a shorter amount of time, so it's only natural you're going to see most of your legendaries from chests. None from gobs or white mobs, and other few from elites. Like it is possible. It's definitely possible that they're like, this is the worst part in here in this act, waiting for these little things to fly down. It is possible that the drop rate is high enough now that it reaches a breakpoint in certain zones.
The lift is moving again. Hold steady, lads. Reinforcements are on their way.
What are you trying to say, Yawn Too Easy? Like, the swearing filter, man, is just making you make no sense. So I'm just gonna have a chuckle at you. Really only chests and elites are worth killing for legendaries. Well, that's pretty interesting anecdotal evidence. It could be that in farming islands like that, it is much better. I mean, like, I'll open stuff like this and we'll see how we go with just that sort of thing. But I'm not gonna like shoot across the screen or something. I'll try and find them. How did you even ban him? Like, how did you even know what he was saying was offensive? I couldn't. I didn't even know if it was offensive or not. So you don't need to do this this catapult. You're referring to the core run. All you need to do is destroy the barricade and then run. Oh, yeah, no, okay, I did it good. Yeah, it's all good. And then same with this one. You don't need to activate. You just need to activate this one and run. The soldiers don't need to be protected. Don't stress. You got it, bro. This is the only one you need to actually do. Well, that's pretty interesting, man. Does sound like more solid evidence than I initially suspected. I think in general, spending time opening chests is probably worse than spending time killing things, though. Oh, stop your complaining, jeez. Have you seen the work I'm doing, bro? Man. He was being a jerk, in other words. How do you know? He might have been calling me a cool guy. Here, I gotta wait for this other one before we can go. Not much you can do about that to speed it up. Go catapult, go catatafish. And there we go. Perfect. That timing. Yeah, that guy's annoying. Don't tell the captain I shouted at you. Chakram gets pretty amazing in here, guys. This is what it's all about for the Chakram. Cool guys, obviously felt it too. Yeah, man. That's it. It was so nonsensical that I didn't even know whether I should be offended or not. Wow, did I just get 2 Nerform glories from that one guy? It's insane. I'll take that. The area damage is pretty nice. I'm running area damage on my Paragon point passives as well, because I figure with the single target from this, it'll help sort of splash and kill some stuff. I don't know how effective it actually is. I feel like area damage overall is a bit lackluster. Oh.
That was just a taste.
I'm still waiting.
Well, one legendary so far in an hour. That's about like the average, I would say, of just like normal sort of farming. Not great. That's not like insane, like doing those really little runs and stuff. I feel like I've got pretty bad luck on this run though, compared to previous ones. I was running Blood Vengeance, but I determined Night Stalker is better. I think the discipline is more important. Running out of discipline is much worse than running out of hatred, and the life glaives don't give you enough discipline to support vaulting. I have pretty high crit chance though, like 50-ish%, so that helps. Actually, I probably got close to 45 without the passive. Area damage is amazing. 20% chance to inflict extra damage to every target in 10 yards. It's within 10 yards of the hitting point, but I don't know. I don't know if it's amazing. I think it's pretty good for something like this.
That was just a taste.
I mean, I got 3 legendaries in 10 minutes earlier, man. RNG's gonna RNG. I wouldn't call run evidence of anything, but I find this much more fun than running the same zone over and over. But yeah, finding the most efficient zone and running it over and over again is always going to be more efficient. Speedruns are pretty fun in their own right.
I'm still waiting.
Feel my wrath.
Looks like we've ran out of soundtrack. Let's restart that again. There we go. What's the XP of that speedrun like? It seems pretty comparable to some of the farming runs, but probably not as good as the really good ones. I think you're always going to be better off like doing the super efficient, like micro farming zones. There are some better legendaries available in Torment 1 and beyond, yeah. So you miss out on a few not doing normal. I don't know if the XP nerf was really... I don't know why they went ahead with it. Really? Because I thought they were going to wait and see if it was a problem in Reaper of Souls before they nerfed it, so I'm not sure why they went ahead with it in the end. But I guess they were worried about it in Reaper of Souls as well. Detracting from the adventure mode thing, they didn't really want that to be there, a big part of the game. Which, anything that discourages repetitive farming of single zones I think is a good thing in the end.
I'm still waiting.
You'll get a lot of XP just through doing bounties and riff runs later on. I think too many things might have got the nerf back though, stuff that is actually pretty high health, when it was supposed to be low health things. That gif. It's so well done, that gif. Spinning around with the Uzis. That is the perfect gif, isn't it? I have to show that for a second. And the spin and drop. So good. Oops, I closed everything. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, you don't know how that gif is me? Look what I'm doing, man. Look what my character's doing. How didn't you get it? Opossum, so obvious, bro. Do I need to get a crack at the diagram of you and the joke with whoosh happening above your head? I'm sorry, man. Well, there's 2 Paragon levels so far. In an hour. The gift was perfect. Click! There you go. Quick. Empowered Shrine? Oh yeah. That wasn't empowered, wasn't it? Yes. Very good. I like it a lot. Yeah, it seemed like they went about the nerf in a bit of an awkward way, it seems like. I think you're right. From what I was reading of people's responses to it, people who had tested the various XP amounts. It sounds like they might have done it the kind of a little bit made a little bit on the way they nerfed it. That was not the most efficient way to run that zone, I don't think. There are better ways to do that, which I haven't quite figured out just yet. Playing, listening, reading chat. Fair enough. It's all good, bro. It's just trolling. I'll upgrade the crit chance, sure. Man, I can't believe only 1 legendary. It's definitely hit pretty hard by RNGs. I got 5 legendaries in the previous full run, which was about 2.5 hours. This will be significantly faster than that run at least. Whoa, the FPS in this zone is the worst, isn't it? You get a lot of XP through bounties and stuff though, so I wouldn't worry too much. Until we actually kind of see how it is overall. Besides, it's just so much more fun getting that XP that I don't even care if the XP is like super inefficient. Overall, you get Paragon levels much faster than you used to. Yeah, the mob XP should be about the same for both adventure and story mode. The beast has fallen. Go Adria. Let's do this. Yeah, with the community buff now, going back to slower XP without it will definitely be a bit of a change. But that's, as I said, it's much more fun leveling in Reaper of Souls adventure mode, so the community buff kind of makes the game a little bit more fun for a bit, just because you're getting so much XP. Until Reaper of Souls comes out, kind of tide people over, I guess. Build up a little bit of hype. It's a good idea, I think. Another thing I want to ask is, do legendary drop in Rift? Because I watched a YouTube video about dude said about 60 runs he's seen no legendary. That's just RNG, man. I actually find that pretty hard to believe though. They definitely drop in Rifts. On average, you see more legendaries in Rift runs than anywhere else. Legendaries are like Rifts are like the primary source of really big XP and loot. You'll get a lot of legendaries in Rifts. I got heaps in there. Most of mine came from Rifts. Bounties are like gold and XP and like crafting mats from the reward. And kind of, they're more of a way of getting into the Rift runs basically. Yeah, every high-end machine struggles with that zone. Yeah, it's crazy, just like something with the background, I think. Just choose your FPS. I'll go down to like 20 FPS or something in there, 15 FPS. G'day Akana, how you going? Z's guides are friggin' awesome. Thank you, man. I'm glad you've enjoyed them. That was not the best run through that zone. I need to focus on managing more resources a little better, I think. Here we go. This is where we want to be. Looking forward to kicking some behinds. Angry Ham is looking to go Angry Ham on some behinds. And this is not good. Full dead end mode right now. Check this out. Started playing PoE 3 days ago and I followed your Survivor's Guide, now level 64 Marauder. Just wanted to say you helped out a lot, man. That's really awesome to hear. I'm especially, like, always pleased to hear people that are kind of like, you know, I was able to help people get into PoE a bit more. It's a pretty tough game. And I think the struggles can turn a lot of people off it. But it's got a lot to offer once you kind of get through that first hurdle. So, good to hear it, man. Man, this zone! Oh! What? So many wasted minutes. Oh, and now I'm in another dead end, it looks like. Jeez. Uh-oh. What? You serious? Massive troll zone. Congrats on the glasses. When are you going back to PoE? I'll sort of settle into a schedule where I switch between PoE and D3 and other games. You know, every couple of days where I have like set days per week throughout the week. Probably a week after Reaper of Souls launch, I imagine. I'll be focusing mostly on Reaper of Souls for launch. What? Hold on. Oh, you... So angry. No! This zone! I can't believe it. Oh, wrecked. Wrecked. No, that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Wow, and the exit's like literally here. What? So much time wastage, man. That like doubled my entire run length. Worst. If you had to choose a quote for this build, would you choose "Run Forest Run" or "Run Baby Run"? I feel like "Run Forest Run" is kind of like overcoming a lot of adversity, or while kind of looking a bit, you know, kind of like the bit awkwardish sort of running of the first run. I'll go with "Run Baby Run" for the female demon hunter. Go "Run Baby Run." Getting this game on Wednesday Aussie time. Awesome, man. Awesome. Am I going to continue the Complete Beginner's Lightning Arrow Ranger Survival Guide? Yes, I will be continuing the Survival Guide, man. Especially, I'll probably try and do some episodes throughout the Reaper of Souls launch week, so that so the place isn't completely devoid of Path of Exile content. Oops. Which runes are you using on my abilities? I'm going to put up a video showing everything, but I'm using the Drifting Shadow one for Strafe, improving speeds. Chakram is obviously the one that surrounds you. I'm using Bat rune to refresh my hatred. I'm using Preparation Focused Mind to give you the regen over time, which I think is a lot better for vaulting. Get out of here. I'm using Vault Tumble, Fan of Knives, Assassin Knives, and I'm using Discipline. Wait, no, I'm using Night Stalker, sorry, not Discipline. Night Stalker, Tactical Advantage, and what's the other? The one where you deal damage and get a move speed bonus. Hot Pursuit. The passives I'm using. Yeah. Sorry, pretty out of hatred at the moment. That's annoying. So awkward. So I was building a heavy metal marauder and ended up straying off by doing a lot more cast on damage taken. Do you think it'll crap out endgame? By doing a lot more cast on damage taken. What do you mean more? Like more than the 2 setups I use? Like I already use a lot in that build. What other setups did you use? But there's no real reason unless you like sacrificing other skills that are good for the build. Oh, no worries, man. I'll put up a YouTube video fully explaining things a little bit later. I recorded one just before starting streaming. Do you think ethereal knives with pure DPS would work like this? No, not exactly. EK is always going to be like kind of like a slower paced skill. It's slower and more methodical. It's designed to be very reliable and safe skill. Cyclone cast on crit would probably be a bit like this in softcore. Like a big crazy DPS spec. Ugh. It's not going to be this way. Why am I going this way? What spec is best to farm currency? Man, you really can't go past Magic Find, as bad as that is. Like, I wish you could farm currency pretty reliably as a non. You can with the Chaos Fender recipe, but it just happens so much faster with a Magic Find build. So, any sort of Magic Find build, Magic Find Searing Bonder would be nice and cheap. Because you want to be cheap as well, so you're not spending currency on your farming build. So like a Magic Find Searing Bonder or a Magic Find Summoner would both be good options, I think. Oh, why did I go that way? It's never that way. Oh, can't resist the goblin. Another pool of reflection, again keeping it all the way up the end the entire time. Is this hardcore or softcore? Yeah, this is softcore, man, for sure. Not that I'm at any risk of dying, but this is definitely my softcore character. I play hardcore much more methodically, even if I am playing on a low difficulty. But I'll be playing hardcore mostly. I'm not playing any hardcore until Reaper of Souls, and then I'll be playing a lot of hardcore in Reaper of Souls, because I want to play, pretty much now that I've had a taste of adventure mode in the beta, I pretty much only want to play hardcore in adventure mode. It's the way to play hardcore, I think. It's so much more fun. So much more varied. There's a lot more risk to it, like, but it's also a lot more satisfying and rewarding. So I think there's not much point playing hardcore outside of adventure mode now, after that. Here we go. Time for some Asmodan. Now I'll kill this guy.
Need more time. Feel my wrath.
I'm reading through the prefer for launch day, and I'm expecting tons of crashes. I'll prepare for launch day. I think it's gonna go pretty smoothly, man. I can't imagine it being too many problems. Why am I playing normal? Because I'm speed running the campaign as quickly as possible. The normal is the obvious choice for that, just in terms of raw speed. You make up for like the loss in XP for doing difficulties with the raw speed of doing the quests and killing monsters. It's not as efficient as like picking like one micro super efficient zone. Oops, I did that last time too. Forgot Asmodan Soul. Forgot it. How much more time are the current leagues? Like 3.5 months. They've only just started. Prepare, yeah. Yeah, but that's the idea, just doing the speed run. It ends up being pretty good XP and pretty good amount of legendaries, though I've had very bad luck this run. Last full run I got 5 legendaries, and I did like a 10-minute sort of just starting a run earlier for a video, and I ended up getting 3 legendaries in 10 minutes, which is pretty crazy. That's lucky though. But I got 5 on a run before, I think, which is more like a pretty solid amount. Wait for this time. If you got enough legendaries, there's a point to identify it. But yeah, it's not as efficient in terms of items or XP as doing those micro zones over and over again, but it's much more varied and more fun, I think, than just doing like core runs or something. It's probably more interesting for you guys to watch, I imagine, than just seeing me do core runs for 3 hours. Ugh. This part's such a drain on the hatred. There we go. Oh, I don't have blood vengeance anymore. Hold space to cut the talk. I have space bound to potion, so I don't think that's gonna work. But if maybe I'm missing a hotkey, that would be better for that. I usually use escape. It skips all of it. Yeah, actually no, escape's better. Escape's better, man. Escape skips the entire conversation, or the entire section of conversation, instead of just the one piece of text.
I will free her. That should restore the faith of your brethren.
Yeah, no, I think escape's actually better. It's faster. Are you nerd streamer? Did you like come in the other day and say that? I swear you said this, someone said the same thing the other day.
Spirit is with me now. May he be. I'm still waiting.
Wow, much offense. Very rage.
It will not stand down.
Escape does not do anything to NPC chat that is not shown in a separate window. Ah, okay. That's interesting then. I might have to play around with binding that other one to a button then. See if I can get it to work for the NPCs that don't normally chat. Yeah, thanks for the tip off, man. I'll give it a go later. Oops, this one. Guess who's back? Evil Lime. Oh, I'm so right. How was your shopping, man? How did you go? Get any good food? It's good to be back. You didn't speed, did you? Maybe you didn't speed. Drive safe, bro. Have you ever been a part of the pro scene? No, not really. I won $60 at a StarCraft 2 tournament once. Does that count? No, I think professional means earning a living, and when you say pro gamer, people think esports, so I tend to avoid that. Even though technically I'm a gamer and I'm a professional in that I earn money gaming, I earn a living gaming, so for raw definition of the term, I could be a pro gamer, but I'm not actually. I've never done any esports for a living. I got a new legendary, guys. 2 legendaries. I've got an amulet. That's pretty exciting. Why am I skipping chests? Speed, bro! The speed! I'll grab chests that are like right on my path, but I've also trained myself to skip chests. Because in the past they were not efficient whatsoever.
Need more time.
Why am I here? Why am I here? We don't want to be here. Yeah, I think most people prefer you say like professional YouTuber and streamer.
I'm still waiting.
the $60 StarCraft is more than most of us. Yeah, I won a it was in my first year of learning to play StarCraft. I won it was a bronze to platinum. It was before Masters was added. Diamond was the highest level, and I was in gold, I think. And I won a local tournament that was bronze to platinum. There was also a diamond tournament at the same time. Oops, let's go this way. But yeah, I won the bronze to platinum section of it. I won $60. Pretty exciting. The most I've officially ever won from a gaming tournament. I did get new glasses, man. It feels good. It feels good. Thank you. Welcome back, Gold. DPS toughness 158, 800. Not using any of the DPS or toughness runes. Sorry, passives, obviously. Hey, legendary plan. Here we go, guys. It's starting to turn around a bit. You count the legendary plan as a legendary? If so, we've found 3 now. Maybe you don't count that though. We come back to SC coverage. Yeah, I'd love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft, so there's a good chance that I will do that, man. 'Cause I would like love to play more StarCraft what made me want to start streaming? Because I was YouTubing for quite a long time. For about a year, the last year of YouTubing, I wanted to stream as well, to add it into my like YouTubing thing as like an extra. I've thought it could add a nice amount of extra value to my YouTube fans as well as attract some new people to my YouTube content, and you know, vice versa. And I also suspected that it would be a lot of fun, and I may have even underestimated how fun it was, because it's damn fun. It's damn fun. It's super fun. So yeah, I'm really glad I ended up moving 8 hours away from my previous house to so I could start streaming, and I do not regret that at all. Yeah, I actually got 3 upgrades. I got this chest, this ring, and this expo from running normal. I got those 3 upgrades from running normal. In 2 speedruns, I've got 3 upgrades for my character, and I was like a geared character, auction house geared. I'm talking. Like, I spent, you know, hundreds of millions of gold gearing my character. Oh man, I can't complain at all about the level of attention my YouTube stuff's gone. I think overall it's been really crazy. Like, I feel like I've progressed a lot faster than other people who have been YouTubing for a very long time and stuff like that. So I think it's really incredible how much I've grown in a short amount of time. You know, in 2 years essentially, gone from being a nobody on YouTube to just like writing some StarCraft 2 guides on a website that no one looked at, to being able to earn a living making YouTube videos and streaming. I think it's pretty incredible. So I have no complaints whatsoever. Yeah, sometimes you gotta make those leap of faiths, man. Like, I went into full time probably a few months before I was like really safe to do so, but that ended up paying off. And then I thought, well, let's seize the opportunity again and try this live streaming thing as well. I think it has potential. And so far it's been really incredible. The amount of support, the amount of like new subscribers and people donating, things like that has been really crazy. What is StarCraft? It's another Blizzard game. It's an RTS, a real-time strategy game. It's considered the best real-time strategy game of all time. And it's actually StarCraft Brood War, the original expanded pack version of the game, is like a national sport for South Korea and is a worldwide esport. Like, before League of Legends was the biggest esport, it was the biggest esport for a very long time. And even today, StarCraft 2 has a pretty nice little esports scene, and StarCraft Brood War is still very big in Korea. Like StarCraft pros in Korea were like, you know, they were the guys driving the Ferraris, getting the photo modeling shoots and things like that. It was big deal. But it's also just like a very well refined strategy game. StarCraft was. Best RTS is Age of Empires. Age of Empires is pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Yeah, it's Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, was kind of like Blizzard's kind of test run into RTSs. It was really good, but not quite as perfected. They took what they learned with Warcraft and perfected it with StarCraft, the original StarCraft. I think StarCraft 2 is really good too. It's the game that really got me into hardcore gaming, and I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now if it wasn't for StarCraft unlocking my passion for gaming. I love this track. There we go. I feel like this is the perfect time for this track to be building up, huh? Do I still play StarCraft 2? I haven't played it in quite a long time, actually. Which kind of makes me sad. I wish I played it more, but I just don't seem to. So, I'm not sure why that is. It's like it's got such a big spot in my heart, StarCraft does. StarCraft 2. I got 5 legendaries in the previous run. I got 3 legendaries in 10 minutes in a little test 10-minute run I did before for a video. And this run I've gotten 2 legendaries in a plan, and I'll get 1 from Diablo now, so I'll get 3 or 4 depending on if you count the plan. Because you get the guaranteed from Diablo as well, which is a nice little prize at the end. It feels good. It's quite fun. I think the legendaries per run is decent. It's not as crazy as like doing like core runs or something like that. Pretty awesome. Thank you, Isa. I think more than like personality, it's about forming a good community, and I think we've formed a pretty amazing community so far. I think that's the biggest thing. There we go, guys. How goes the music for right now? Oh. Was it like the game that got me into gaming? Got me gaming? No, I've always gamed. I've always been a gamer. But StarCraft was the game that made me realize that gaming is more than just like a way to kind of kill some time or a bit of a way to chill out, or, you know, just like kind of a hobby at most. It made me realize that gaming can actually be like this thing that really challenges you and makes you into a better person. And StarCraft 2, I started off in the bottom of Bronze League and worked my way up over the course of 2 years, like, you know, reading, studying the game, practicing, refining my mechanics, refining my strategies, and through that like challenge, finally getting into Masters League. After all that, was like just like an incredible kind of like personal development experience for me, and what made me realize that I wanted to do something in gaming. I had to change my life and earn a living in gaming, because working in retail, I was like super depressed, and I needed to do something more, something I was really passionate about. And I was passionate about StarCraft, and I didn't really know I could earn a living doing it, but in the end, I can. And it's been amazing so far. Let's pick up this legendary bow here. I haven't seen this one. I might have seen it before, but look at all that gold. It's idea new legendary, and the legendary amulet too, guys. I use OBS. The GTX 770 I'm very happy with. I'm not like an expert on computer hardware to tell you like I like this little minute detail about it and stuff, but it's performed very well for me. Zephyrian Amulet. So this bow is Cluckeye. It's the one that shoots chickens. Nothing that exciting, I don't think. Zephyrian Amulet though. Prevent all lightning damage and heal yourself for 15% of amount prevented. GG, these amulets are sick. It's a bit of a damage loss for me, but such a good tanking amulet. They're really good. The inspirational tale was made all the better by the music. I know, Sir Cypher, I was like, holy shit, this is so epic right now. I almost stopped, but I knew I had to like time it with the music. I'm glad I did. It was so good. There's nothing inherently wrong with retail, it was just wrong for me. It was just wrong for me. I've always wanted to be a retail manager. That was what I dreamed of as a kid. But then I realized that, yeah, it was not good for me. Not good for me. I needed to build something for myself. I needed to build something for myself that would be able to challenge me every day, and also feel like I provided value to people, like real value to people. And I get that now. I feel that every day, and I feel very challenged every day as well. Every day I want to turn up to stream and to like be as entertaining and educational as possible each time. And every time I make a YouTube video, I want it to be like, you know, as good as it can possibly be. Do I play League of Legends?